Election fever is rife all across. Election 2015 in the UK is important for primarily and significant for primarily two reasons. Number one, that from being a single party government, it moved to a coalition government in 2010, and it is expected that in 2015 it will be a minority party government. Number two, for the first time in the electoral history of the UK, 4 million people born abroad will be casting their vote or will be eligible to cast their vote, and of these 615,000 happen to be of Indian origin.
This vote becomes important because people from the Commonwealth countries who are residents of UK have a right to vote even if they hold passports of their individual countries, a right denied to citizens of the European Union. People from the EU need to be British citizens to be able to vote in UK parliamentary general elections. Amongst these, the migrant communities with the highest number of potential voters in this election are India 615,000, Pakistan 431,000, Irish Republic 297,000, Bangladesh 183,000, Nigeria 182,000.
Many of these people are entitled to vote. People from Commonwealth countries, even before they become British citizens, are entitled to vote. That obviously includes Indian nationals here, but also a very high proportion of migrants in the UK do obtain British citizenship. So they're both voting as Commonwealth citizens as British citizens.
A study done by Migrant Rights Network has deduced that the migrant vote could constitute over one-third of the electorate in around 25 seats across England and Wales, and a quarter of electorate in over 50 seats. This electorate is heavily concentrated in London. 19 of the 20 seats with largest migrant voter shares are in the Greater London area. Also, for the first time ever in London's Brent North and East Ham seats, more than half of the eligible voters are born overseas.
The migrant population of the UK has been rising steadily, and in fact particularly rapidly over the course of the last decade or so. It has grown to round about 14% of the population from about 8% of the population.
Ethnic diaspora, specifically the Indian one, is being courted by most parties, given the migrant vote power. While Labour Party released a special manifesto for the BME, the Conservatives have promised their support to India for its bid to permanent membership of the United Nations Security Council. Recently, they also released a song specifically for the Indian diaspora. It would be useful to understand their pattern of voting. One would wonder what happens with the voting pattern of migrants given the context.
Historically, there's a very strong tendency for migrants in general, and including the Indian-born community, to vote for left of centre political parties.
How far-reaching could be the effect of this vote, especially the Indian votes in this election, is the question that would be of most interest.
There is a very strong tradition of a working class Indian community that's here, and has been active in politics for quite a long time.
The election to the 56th Parliament is a rather crucial and curious one. For the first time, foreign-born residents of UK will have such a far-reaching immediate impact on this elections and those to come. The issues of this section thus becomes crucial for this elections, which we'll be talking and tracking in UK elections and ethnic diaspora till the 7th of May.